You can destroy the ceiling of what you think is possible simply with this one trick that I just learned. And it's something I've been doing for a while, but before we get into that, I figured I would share this awesome view. I really don't even know where I am, somewhere in Rome, somewhere with an overlook. I saw this study recently that said that attaching yourself to a fictional character basically expands what your mind thinks it's possible. This is backed by science. And this reminded me of the time when I saw Superman last year, that new movie that came out with David Cornsweet. Great movie. And I just remember thinking, walking out of that theater, not only thinking how fucking awesome of a movie it was, but how I basically expanded what I thought was possible. And little did I know, I'd been doing it for years. Anytime I watch any kind of fiction or any movie, any show, I'm basically enhancing what I believe is possible. And I didn't realize this was like a scientific thing until I saw this video, which if I can find the link, of course, I will put it in the description. But it really goes to show that we are bounded by what society tells us. And there really is no limit to what the human mind can think, to what the human mind can believe. So I want you to apply this to your day-to-day. And if you are in school, you're pursuing a business venture, you're pursuing social media, you're looking for a specific kind of job, and you feel like things aren't possible, just know that your brain can expand what you believe is possible simply by training your mind or attaching yourself to a character that has expanded the bounds of possibility. I used to think that this adventure was crazy, but I was crazy in a positive way. I was like, this is one of those delusional things that just might work out. But the more and more I told myself that belief, the more and more I attached to this fictitious mentality that anything is possible, that you can train your mind to believe anything, to do anything, the more that I truly started to actually believe that. And now here we are about 2.5 months into my journey in this gorgeous city, as you can see. And I feel like nothing is not within my reach. I feel like anything I want to achieve is completely possible. I know that many people are probably following this journey, maybe seeing what I post on LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever, and having their doubts, thinking maybe I won't do what I'm meant to do. But even if, and this is an if that doesn't exist in my mind, things don't work out exactly how I plan them to here, I'll find another way and I'll do something else. And I won't give up until I figure out what it is that's meant for me, no matter how long it takes. So the point of this video is to tell you that the bounds of what you believe is possible is not from the word of others or what you grew up believing or what society says is possible. The bound of what you believe is possible, the restriction of what you believe is possible is here. And once you learn to smash the ceilings in terms of that, in terms of what you believe is possible, then what is not possible, right? I never thought I would be here. It's such a lovely city, doing things like this in public. But here I am, enjoying it. Low cortisol, very good. I don't know, when I think back to like the fictional character example, I think about guys like Israel Adesanya, professional UFC fighter. He very strongly attaches himself to the idea of Naruto, which is an anime, basically of a kid that just doesn't know how to give up and fights relentlessly to help his friends and whatever. And it's very indicative of that Israel Adesanya uses that fictional power, I guess, in the way that he fights and his success in the UFC. You take a guy like I Show Speed, for example, 20-year-old kid, what is he, 19, 20? And he has a mega following, and he's somebody that's built his streaming career around Monkey D. Luffy, who is a character that believes in no limits and came from nothing and believes anything is possible. So it really becomes apparent when you look at these examples of people that just don't believe in a ceiling. Because there is no ceiling. The only ceiling is the one that you make for yourself in your mind. So if you can learn to conquer that, I think you can be very successful and really do whatever you want. The world is yours. Thank you for watching.